Gone. All right, shalom, brothers. It's brothers of Raleigh Great Millstone. Back with the Lord's will edifying lesson. Before we go any further, of all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son,
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem HaKadosh.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us 100% truth according to the Bible rule well, and peace and blessings still flow to the nation of Israel. Take through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. We got an article here. Breaking news. You have the new president. Sloppy Joe. He just came out with an article stating on how they're going to be cracking down on domestic, so-called domestic terrorists. Homeborn terrorists. Those who are speaking radical words. To the American people. Words of rebellion. Words of coming against their agenda, their new world order.
That's right.
And that's totally we know who that is a sinner upon. That's a sinner upon the brothers pushing the truth. Starting with our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. So we're gonna read a little bit of article. Bring out some scriptures, and Lord's willing, this lesson is edifying.
All right, that's right. This is from AP News. Title of the article says Biden orders review on domestic violent extremism threat. And this was uploaded today. It says, Washington AP, it says President Joe Biden has directed law enforcement and intelligence officials in his administration to study the threat of domestic violent extremism in the United States, and undertaking being launched weeks after a mob of insurgents loyal to Donald Trump stormed the U.S. Capitol.
Yeah, we know that was a coup. That wasn't really, DJ Trump, he got a master plan, to overthrow his make sure he has a way of staying in office. That was all staged. You have reports of guys coming out saying, I just got paid, to storm it, not wearing a mask or nothing. He ain't worried about nothing, just making the video. Oh yeah. Because he knows it was staged, it was fake, it wasn't real. And that's only to sow more discourse and more division. And really, it's just another ploy that the tactic. Get 1 Corinthians 12:2. That's another tactic that this devil uses to try to come up against the men of Yahweh Shema Shai.
That's right. 1 Corinthians.
Yeah, 12:2. At least Satan should get advantage of you.
Book of 1 Corinthians.
You got it, bro. You got it.
Chapter 12, verse 2. You said.
Is it 2 Corinthians?
Yeah, it might be second.
Yes, like your brother.
I got it real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, this is 2 Corinthians.
Yeah.
He said 12:2, brother.
Yeah.
2 and 11.
2 to 11.
2:11.
I got
Like your brother.
In 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11.
Yeah.
Lest Satan should get an advantage of us,
Mm-hmm.
for we are not ignorant of his devices.
And that's what a majority of the world is. A majority of the world is ignorant of the craftiness of this Edomite, of this devil.
That's
you
right.
see, ignorant meaning not to know. We have the light, and Yahweh Shai is our light. He's shining a light on the plans of the wicked. You see, and we see this man clearly. He is being exposed. You see, so when he comes with his devices, his plans, his executive orders, we know what's the true agenda behind these things.
That's right.
Read it again, brother.
Yep. It reads again. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us,
Mm-hmm.
for we are not ignorant of his devices.
His devices, you got definition of devices?
Yeah, I got it right here, bro. It's the spirit. This is on the blue letter. In the Greek, it says devices. I'm gonna let it speak real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is.
Strong's G 3540 Naima.
So it's the word naima
Mm-hmm.
for devices, and it says a mental perception, a thought, an evil purpose.
Yeah, because you gotta understand, Esau is a wizard. Here it is, they have this whole agenda, they put through their media, they put on the screen what they want you to see, but behind the curtains, he has a whole another alternative motive. You see, and they put it on the screen. Oh, we gotta watch out for the Proud Boys. We gotta watch out for people who are gonna be trying to come against Sloppy Joe. As his presidency, but really. Who they're coming up against is the men of Yahweh Shema Shai and the prophets. You see, exposing them with the truth, because this truth is the only thing that this devil is really afraid of. You see, Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man said in great boldness against such that have afflicted them and took no account of their labors when he saw that they were terribly afraid.
That's right. It says some more. It says that's what thinks the mind, the thoughts of our purposes, the purpose of a thought.
Yeah, because he's trying to you know what that is?
No, I'll be right back.
Can I just read it again, bro?
Yeah.
It says an evil purpose, a mental perception, a thought, that which thinks the mind, thoughts or purposes. It says in fact, real fast.
Read the first definition again.
Yeah, kind of got you. It says this is Naama, which is the word for devices. Okay. It says Naama. It says a mental perception, a thought, an evil purpose.
An evil purpose, and this is man evil's purpose to eradicate you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans at the end of the day. You see, that's why he's coming up with all these plans, because he knows our connection with Yahweh Shema Shai is what gives us our strength. You see, he's not worried about Jake in the hood with weapons. He's worried about whether or not we have the Lord on our side.
That's right. And honestly, this is another ploy for him to come down on us, because now when we read a little bit more of the article, it says that they're trying to lock down on militia groups. Now you got these other Israelite groups that are now getting up with arms and stuff, taking up arms and doing all these things, but then they're not supposed to be doing it in the spirit. So now that gives this devil fuel to come down upon us, man.
Yeah. All right, precept.
Yeah.
This is the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 17. It says, in which they sinned not before their God, they prospered, because the God that hateth iniquity was with them.
That's right.
So if we didn't sin against our power, Yahweh Shema Shai was with us. You see, and that's what this devil is that's why he's trying to take down this truth. Because the Most High before us, then who can be against us? You see.
That's right. And like you say, plus this truth is ruining their enterprise. Matter of fact, I'm gonna quickly get this precept real fast. Because this is the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, which means this is the beauty of the elites enterprise, man. So to speak, their system, man. America is exactly how they want the world to be, and America is the forefront of the pushing of the new world order, man. So this is why all these things are actually happening. I get this Isaiah real fast. It's Isaiah chapter 13, verse 19. It says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. But the part I wanted to get in the first part was this is the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency. So this is their cash cow, so to speak. So this is why they're going to come down with great wrath, as the scriptures say, upon those that really they go against them. But really, let's talk about the men of the Lord that's preaching the truth.
Yeah, that's right. Though the dragon make a war against the remnant of his seed.
That's right. That's right.
Really, the men with this truth. You see, like the brother was going into, because this knowledge is what's taking this devil down. That's why they're flagging videos, taking videos down. Is it because this truth is really what puts fear in the eyes of these elites, in the hearts of these elites.
That's right. I got another piece of it, unless you have one, bro.
Yeah, you go ahead and finish that one.
This is Revelation 12:12.
Yep.
It says, and it reads, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein.
Mm-hmm.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea,
That's right.
for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
That's right. And how does Esau know he had but a short time? By the constant chariot sightings, by the constant brothers, believers waking up watching the videos, by the volume of videos.
That's
you
right.
know, he's in the streets. Yahweh Shema Shai is putting him is about to force him to move. To make his move.
That's right.
Because Yahweh Shema Shai, he's the ultimate chess player. He's the one moving the pieces on the chessboard. You see?
That's right.
Esau is just a piece on the board, just as we are a piece on the board. You see?
That's right.
But we're looking to be on the winning team.
That's right. That was it on that.
Come. I got one real quick.
Time.
This is Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
That's it. Speak on number.
Mhm.
You know what? The Lord set a boundary that this devil cannot pass, man. He set a time limit, time, hour, minute, millisecond. That this devil cannot pass, man. And this devil knows that his kingdom is running out. Running out of time. Matter of fact, brothers, I was going to in his particle collider. When he tried to open up portals, the Lord gave him a message, the same message that the Lord gave to ancient Babylon, which was tickle. Mean what? Your time is weighed in the balance, man. Meaning what?
Wanting.
You're found wanting, man. Meaning what? Your kingdom's up at this moment. So they know that their kingdom is slowly going down because they're seeing the rise of the men of the Lord and believers, like the brother said, that believe in Yahweh by Shema Shai.
That's right.
You want to read some of those articles, bro?
Yeah, we can get back.
I got a precept real quick.
Okay, you're gonna get your precept.
Yep, just to the point that this is the word that's bringing down this kingdom. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10. Let's start at 4. Is it for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal,
That's right.
but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds.
Yeah, you got these extremists. Labeling us as extremist groups.
That's right.
And all we're doing is reading the Bible.
Mhm.
We're not taking up arms. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, the pulling down of strongholds. Those strongholds that we're pulling down is His lies.
That's right.
His trickery to deceive the people.
Mhm. And that's the spirit, because the next part of the article goes into that he is coming after those that have so-called radical ideologies, man. Ideologies that are basically telling him that his kingdom is going down.
That's right.
You want me to read it, bro? Some
Yeah.
article?
Yeah,
Or-
you can read the article and then we'll come back on that since
Is-
there's a lot going to it.
It is a little bit more in the article. Second paragraph, it says, the announcement Friday by the White House press secretary Jen Pinsky is a stark acknowledgement of the national security threat that officials see as posed by American extremists motivated by violence.
Yeah, because we just read as Sodom and Gomorrah, was overthrown. Just with violence shall that great city Babylon be overthrown.
That's right.
So yeah, this place is gonna go by violence.
That's right.
Civil unrest. A great famine.
Yep.
People are breaking in each other's houses. The love of many waxing cold.
That's right.
That's what the Bible says.
That's right. But guess what? The men of the Lord are not gonna commit any violence on this place, man. It's all gonna be of the Lord having things happen in this place, man. The men of the Lord, they're not inciting riots, But what they're gonna use this label of this domestic terrorist or domestic extremist to pit on us, man. I'm gonna read a little bit more. It says some more on this. It says posed by American extremists, motivated by violence, by radical ideology.
Yeah, so-called.
So-called, man. So anything radical to them, which is anything that opposes them going down in a very harsh manner is radical. Okay, the belief that we have that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the word he calls God and Jesus Christ, is going to come down and throw America down and destroy all the sinners out of this place. That's a radical ideology, man. Okay, to Esau, you know. Matter of fact, if you don't mind, I'm gonna please get the word radical real fast.
Yeah, that's the spirit I was about to say.
Let's see, because the devil uses words, but we need to know the true definition of it. Let's see, radical. Yep, the word radical, the entomon, is an adjective from the late 14th century. In the medieval pretense, it says of having, or it says of or having root. It says radical, meaning going to the origin or essentially. Now it says in politic terms, it says reforming, to change from the roots. So what? To be radical means what? Changing the society from the ground up.
And that's what he's doing. You
That's
know, he's trying to throw away, which we know that the Constitution was, was never for the Israelites, but that's what he's basically doing. That's his whole NWO. He's trying to create another boogeyman, you see,
That's right.
for a reason of unity. They show you that in all these movies and all these different animes. You had all these a man would rise up. Also let's go into how he plans to fight against the Lord Yahushua. You see, he needs the nations to unite. You had Ronald Reagan, the president, say, if there was an angelic force, outside force, we should band together as a human race, and fight against it. He's trying to push that narrative and justify of why everyone needs to join together and we need to purge out everyone who's not with us.
That's right. Because, like I said, the word radical means what? To rip up from the roots.
Mm-hmm.
So through the spirit, him saying radical, calling us radicals, or having radical ideologies, because the words that we speak are to what? Root America out of existence, man. Take it up from the ground. That's what the Lord is doing. The Lord is rooting up this place, man. Taking this, we'll say like America is a tree. The Lord is taking the tree out by the roots, man. Because the roots is the life of the tree, but if you take out the roots, the tree dies, man. So the Lord is killing this society, and us proclaiming that we're now considered radicals, man. Matter of fact, it says what? More definition of radical. It says adjective. It says use of opinions or actions far beyond the norm. And we know that what? Evil is normal in this place. In this place, America, throughout the four corners of the earth. So now what? The far beyond norm is what? Righteousness, man. So now that we're coming in and proclaiming righteousness, we're now considered terrorists against the evil state now, man.
I got some real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die,
That's right.
a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted.
That's right.
So America's roots, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashai, it's time for those things to be plucked up.
That's right. That's right.
And it's time for the kingdom of heaven to be planted, on the earth, as the a righteous rulership, you see, as the authority upon the planet earth, you see, and we're coming into that time.
Well, that's you say that because what? If you know anything about gardening, that you can't have two different plants in the same area.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna ruin. Like one plant is either gonna overgrow the other, or that's how it's gonna go. So you gotta root up one plant and take it out and destroy it, or don't plant the seed at all. But the Lord has already planted the seed of the nation of Israel, and that tree is growing, man. And the other tree is being rooted up, man. As we're speaking.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right.
That's what the scriptures say. In Malachi, it said he'll lead them neither root nor branch. To exactly to that point, man.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, physically and spiritually.
Yeah,
man.
physically and spiritually. Yep.
That's right. You
Alright.
got it.
We're gonna go back to the article.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Cool. It says a little bit more in the article. It says it says the involvement of National Intelligence Office created after September 11, 2001 What we know as 9/11.
Yeah, and that justified them bringing in the Patriot Acts, you know, which allows them to spy on the American people,
Mm-hmm.
you know, which they still are, you know. That's why, you know, your phone, you're being tracked all the day long with your phone, you know, the satellites, the ping, the signal,
That's right.
you know, you're being tracked all the day long, you know. So they're just gonna justify it even more. They're gonna say, look, we saw you doing this, you know.
Yeah.
It's no more a secret, and then they gotta wait until they can actually catch you doing that. No, we're like we got you know, but we know Esau want to go deeper. He wants to be able to read your thoughts.
Yeah.
You had the movie Alita Battle Angel. You had Nova. You know, he was up in Solemn. You know, he was able to take over the people's minds. Everyone had a chip in their brain.
Yeah.
You know, he could just tap into the chip and speak through people.
Yeah.
You know, that's what Esau. He has he imagines a vain thing. You see, the Most High isn't going to allow that. He set his bounds to where you cannot pass.
That's right.
I mean, look at these Edomites on the TV. They're not going to win. You know, the men of the Lord, the men of Yahweh Shema Shai, we're going to get the victory over this beast.
That's right. It says a little bit more. It says, because it said earlier in the article that they're tapping into law enforcement and national security officers, which is your what's called national defense agency.
Mm-hmm.
You got the FBI, the CIA. All these are the officials that they're talking about. They've been talking to the law enforcement, so encompassing the police. This all comes down with the scripture we read earlier in Revelation 12 and 12. The devil will come down with a great wrath, man. So he's right now, he's making the plays to where legally, so to speak, he could come down with that great wrath, you know?
Exactly.
It says, just a little bit more, it says, attacks with a goal of warfing international terrorism suggests the U.S. authorities are examining how to pivot to a more concerted focus on violence from extremists at home. So now they're focused on what? Instead of focusing on what's going on in the Middle East, they're going to be focused on what's going on here in America, man. Okay? And then really that's all, like I said, through the Spirit, it's all because of the men of the Lord are teaching the words of Yahweh by Shemal Shai that this kingdom is going down. This is just another cover-up to come against the men of the Lord. Yeah, they might get some Edomites and some KKK members or whatever, but the main goal is to what? Get the Israelite prophets, man. The prophets, man. You know, the men of the Lord, man. To get them off the streets, man. You know?
Oh yeah, and then you had Telegram. You had the government trying to sue Telegram. You know, saying that there was a lot of suspicious activity on the app, and they were getting on Telegram for not monitorizing the hate speech. You know, that's going to lead to them having a takeover in these social media platforms, to where you get your news. It's going to be taken down.
That's right.
You know, that's going to be a way for it to be justified of them taking down these platforms. What's that's going to cost? The famine of the word.
That's
you
right.
see?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, something, bro?
Just to that point, it was an app that came. There was a thing that came through, and it said extremists using encrypted communications app Telegram to plan for inauguration day in D.C. So that's what came through the group chat, and
So-called extremists were planning something during the inauguration, and that justified them bringing in the troops.
That's right.
You know, but we know that the troops were there. You know, there's more troops there than there are in
Iraq, and overseas right now.
Yeah, you know, and then they have aerial attacks, because World War III is about to happen, you know?
That's right.
This is all, is all going to come in a full effect, you know, things are going to move fast, you
That's
know?
right.
We're coming to the time they have was there any more in the article?
Oh, that was pretty much it.
Let's get Revelations 13, you know, because at the end of the day, we know that this man, he has a plan, an agenda to chip the world, you see? To chip the masses. Let's get into that. Go ahead.
Yeah, kind of. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
And he calls of all.
Yeah, and you know, through the Spirit, I believe, you know, just as a man, you know, you had your boy Elon Musk, you know, with Neuralink.
Yeah.
You know, when he brought out that technology, the first thing he said, it would be able to cure its diseases. You know, and also they just made this guy the so-called richest man in the world. You know,
Yep.
so they're looking at him as they're gonna try to point him. There's a pseudoscience as a savior.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, I believe with this new strand, you know, they're gonna try to justify the chip coming in. You know,
That's right.
you know, World War III on the rise, the chip. You know, domestic terrorists being to chip everyone to see what they're doing to make sure. You know, there's many. It's not just, you know, of course, buying and selling, because this is a consumer based society.
That's right.
You see, so taking the chip and that's how you're gonna be a part of the society. You know, because now you're gonna be cast out.
Yeah, there's many layers to it, but the main one that the scriptures talk about is that it's buying and selling. But there's
Mhm.
more to it than just that. This devil wants to be God. You know, he wants to be worshipped as God, as the scriptures say.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'll read it again. Matter of fact, I start at verse 15. This is Revelation 13 and 15, and it reads, it says, he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Mm-hmm. And that power, you know, he's shown that through his laws.
That's right.
You know, by passing certain draconian laws. You see?
That's right. It says to give life to the image of the beast, the society.
Mm-hmm.
The image of the beast is the system. Okay, you know. So he was given power to give life to the image of the beast, and what? Keep on reading. It says that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast. Mean what? Be, you know, all into the society and be integrated into the society, this system. It says, so what? It said should be killed.
Yeah, exactly, because that's what they're looking at. Oh, a homeborn radicalist. You see?
Yep.
You don't want to take our chip. You don't want to wear a mask. You want to get the vaccine. You know, well, you're a radical. You know, you're not for our country. You know, so you don't need to be here.
Yeah, you're a traitor. You're, you know, now, and we all know, according to America, what treason is suited or sentenced by death.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yep.
So that's why you're gonna be now accused of being a traitor to the state, and that's gonna cause you to be killed. You know.
Especially if you don't want to take that chip.
That's right. It says verse 16, and he calls of all, both small and great.
Because they had the movie Minority Report with your boy Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
and they showed you like if you weren't part of the system, you were a lowlife, you were a scum, you know,
Yeah, that's right.
you were a criminal,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because what do you have to hide? You know, that's their whole thing is what do you have to hide? You know,
That's right.
but that's just Esau, like you said, trying to be as God. You see?
That's right. That's right. It said he causeth all, and you look at the word causeth in the what's it called? In the blue letter, real fast. I'm gonna get it right quick. It's in the blue letter you got the word causeth in Revelation 13 and 16. So quickly get it. And it reads causeth. It's lucky, let me just pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
And it says that the word causeth, and he causeth, tap on it real fast. Greek word,
Strong's G 4160. Poeo.
alright, the word is poeo, okay? It says to make, it says to be the author of the cause,
So he's gonna force it upon you.
that's right,
You know, he's gonna say, "You take this, or you're gonna be cast outside. You're gonna get put to death. You know, you're gonna be taken to a concentration camp. You know, guillotines.
that's right,
You know, because you had the CDC talk about they want everyone to wear masks when they go outside. The whole world to wear masks.
that's right,
You know, he's just gradually getting there to where it's gonna be. I need everyone to take this mark. You know, I need everyone to take this ship in order to even go outside. You know, you're gonna.
that's right. It says, let's see. There we go. It says it says make, i.e. constitute or appoint one anything, to appoint, to ordain one that, you know.
Or he's gonna ordain you to take this mark.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
You know,
It says another one says to declare one anything. Now I quickly got the definition of to constitute. It says to constitute. It says to enter into formation of as a necessary part. So what they're gonna make it seem that what this is necessary that you take this RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, man. You know. Now if you don't want to take that, now you're a radical, and now what? You're enemy to the state, which the enemy to the state shall be killed.
Mhm.
You know. This is
It's
the time that we're
punishable.
coming into, man.
Punishable by death.
That's right. That's right. It says constitute some more. It says let's see, to constitute, to form or compose, to create and charge with a task or function. It says to let's see some more, to set up or lay the groundwork for. You know. So what they're trying to constitute or institute, which means to put in law.
Yep.
To where you have to take the RFID chip, man. That's why I
Mhm.
say he causes all. He makes by my law that everyone will have to take this RFID chip, man.
That's right.
Which is the mark of the beast.
And this isn't a new thing. You see, there came a point where what we know during Obama's administration, you had the Obamacare.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the chip was on the books.
That's right.
You see, and what they made it mandatory that everyone had to have health insurance.
Mm.
You know, if I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if you have autism, you know, if you have autism, you know, they can legally put a chip in you, you know, to track you.
That's right.
You know, and then you have another way they're gonna bring about. You had the guy, forgot his name. He was coming out with the technology for weapons and things like that, where you pick up a gun, you know, and only way you can access that gun if you have the chip in it.
That's right.
You know, and they show you that in a lot of these movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Judge Dredd, all those movies, you know, with the I forget the other movie.
It's the newest one, but it's not Fast and Furious with the Rock, Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, Hobbs and
oh
Shaw.
yeah,
that one,
yeah.
that
He
one.
picked up a gun and it wouldn't shoot. You know, because why? They had the chip.
That's right. That's
You
right.
know.
It says read again. He calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor.
Yeah, small and great, because what they're focusing on the small in society, you know, the poor,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the bums on the street. Oh, make sure that they are, you know, during these times, you know, they get put up in hotels.
Yeah, the old, the elderly, and the young.
Yep.
And that small and great, man. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter who you are, you know.
That's right.
It says both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond.
Free and bond, you know, during this whole like this this Wuhan flu, you know, it's been a good example of how they're gonna do their thing. You know,
That's right.
this was a test run before the actual thing. This was a trailer to the rest of the movie,
That's right.
because they show you what the prisons are getting too full,
Mm-hmm.
so you're gonna be taking people up. I mean, a lot's been going on. You know, the famine. You know, a great famine is coming. A lot is coming to this place. You know,
That's right.
and this chip is gonna be a solution to it all.
That's right.
If I can say real quick on that point too, it said a free or bond. And right, where did Donald Trump, right before he left office, he pardoned 2 rappers. You know what I'm saying? They're already sellouts. He pardoned Kodak Black, one that was already locked up, and Lil Wayne, who was about to get sentenced to prison. You know what I'm saying? And why? Because they were sellouts. So, and the time comes, like the scripture is saying, free or bond, you know what I'm saying? You take that chip, you sell out to Esau, what? He gonna let you free because he already gonna have you're already gonna be owned by him. So it's not really gonna matter whether you're in the prison or not.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's just letting you know what type of spirit that these
And that's
guys are in.
another reason, because what they say, more money is spent on prisons than schools.
Yep.
That's right.
You know, so we just need to get schools going.
Yep.
You know, we can build schools if we stop sending people to prison. Let's just put a chip in them.
Yep.
That's right.
Esau has all these, you know, ways he can present this ship, and he's just waiting for the opportune time.
That's right. And this all goes back to what we started off with. What we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his evil purposes, man.
This
Go ahead, bro.
the so-called domestic. This is just another step, you know, to get him closer to his NWO. And this is the solution. This is his so-called solution to this problem, which this ain't gonna work. This is gonna fail.
That's right. It says both free and bond to receive a mark, and that word mark is charagma, which means an incision under the skin. Okay, brothers always go into the charagma, which is the actual needle going into, and the charax is the actual chip, man. Okay,
Mhm.
you know, brothers going to this all the time, going to the etymology of this word. So at this point, if you don't believe that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast according to the Bible, and you take it, man, it's a wrap for you, man.
Mhm.
Right? You know, because the next chapter, which brothers are going to go into, tells you what is going to be the consequence of you taking that RFID chip, man. You know, and we're living in the time, and we brothers can see it. This year could possibly be the year where they really implement the chip, man. You know,
Yep.
make it legislation, man. You know,
Yep. Yeah. Gemini Man with Will Smith. He had the chip. You know, that's how they were tracking him. The chip is in every movie.
that's right.
I mean, literally, it's subliminally in every movie. You know, to get it. You know, to get these people ready to take it.
That's right.
They keep seeing it. Oh, you know, they show you in that movie Focus with Will Smith.
Mhm.
You know how they got the man to vote for that certain number.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, in the movie. Oh, or you had Now You See Me, the movie with the
Mhm.
magicians. How did you know he was gonna pick that number? Well, you know, they put it in his psyche. You know,
Mhm.
that's what this man studies. You know, he studies that. You know.
That's right. It says, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell save ye that have the mark.
And that's the key point, that no man might buy or sell. You see, that's what's gonna cause a lot of people to willingly go take this.
That's right.
You know, you got the elders and senior citizens willingly gonna take the max now. How much more the chip? You know, how much more when there's no food, when they're giving out rations to only people who are, you know,
Citizens of the state with
Mhm.
the chip.
Mhm.
That's how they're gonna register you to the. Oh, you're an actual citizen.
why do you think they've been having this whole Russia? Oh, they show you these movies. Russia has secret agents.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot Esau's trying to play on the minds. These people see these Hollywood movies and they think that's what really goes on in real life. That's how these people actually think.
Yep.
You
That's
know?
right. That's right.
Where do people learn about the Bible? From movies.
Mhm.
Hollywood movies. You know, so Esau has really been playing on his media, like the better, what I say, his food stew.
Mhm.
That's right.
Remember, if I can say too, what we watched last night, the with the
Oh, yeah,
Red
the-
Son,
yeah.
the Superman movie, when Superman was Russian, he was like, you're slaves through basically through Esau's propaganda.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying? Your information only comes from what he gives to you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like and it's mental slaves. You know what I'm saying? When it gets to that point.
That's right.
And that's why he wants to cut the internet.
Mhm.
You know, that's why he's trying to demonize the men of the Lord to
That's right.
where the only source of media is going to be him.
That's right. That's right. It says, in the right hand and foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he have the mark.
Yeah, and they show you that in Wisconsin. You know, when they had they showed off the RFID chip. You know, they showed a little badge, how this will replace badges. But you know, they were like, you know what's really cool? Here, come here. Come to the vending machine. You know, type in the number what you want, and they scan his hand.
That's right.
Mhm.
You know, and everywhere you go, I don't care. You know, brothers who may live in a more royal area outside the city, 2 hours out. So you go to a gas station, it got the tap to pay. You can Apple Pay it.
That's right.
Yep.
The damn gas station looked like from a 1800 movie, but they got the Apple Pay technology. You know, they
That's
got
right.
the chip technology.
That's right. That's right. Showing you is good that scripture said cause of all, man. You know.
Mhm.
It says, save ye have the mark, the name of the beast, and the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man,
Mm-hmm.
and his number is 600, 636,
Which is 666.
You know, but you know, if you take that RFID chip, man, there is a judgment for it, man. No matter what happens, no matter if they come down, when they come down upon the men of the Lord, try to interrogate you or anything. If you take this RFID chip, man, you will be destroyed according to the scriptures, man. You know.
That's right. That's why you gotta repent, turn back sorrowfully for your sins, because the Lord is our help.
That's
You
right.
See, and that's why the devil's trying to take the men of the Lord off. So he's trying to disconnect, us between Yahweh Shema Shai.
Yeah, that's right. And when you cut off the leaders of the people are now scattered. You know. So if you cut off the men of the Lord who are the leaders of the nation, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, then what? Everybody else is gonna be docile, and that's what he's looking to do. All right, now I'm gonna get this on Revelation 14. Get the judgment for it.
Mm-hmm.
This is Revelation 14 and 9, and it reads. It says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image,
Mm-hmm.
and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand."
You see how those are three separate things? You got the beast. I got apples and oranges. And I have bananas. You know?
Yeah,
So there are three different things. The beast, being NATO, the EU, this image which is fashioned, by the from the ancient Roman Empire.
that's right.
You
this,
know?
this current system that we're living in. You
That's
know?
right. This way that they're pushing upon the earth.
That's right. It says, "And receive his mark."
And receive his mark. You receive something as a gift.
That's
You know,
right.
he's offering to you. He's gonna pressure you to take it.
Mhm.
But he's not just gonna be grab him. Stick it in him. No, he's gonna present it onto you.
That's
you
right.
see, you're gonna have to willingly submit. You're gonna have to willingly bow to this man.
That's right.
You see?
That's right. And if you don't, that's why I said that in the last one that you'll be killed if you don't.
Yeah.
So in a way, he's forcing you, but at the same time, you have a choice at the end of the day. You know,
And you gotta choose life. You gotta choose Yahweh Shema Shai.
that's right.
It's the scriptures talk about before man, it's life and death, whether him chooseth.
That's
It shall be given to him.
That's right.
And you gotta choose life with Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
This kingdom's only gonna be for a moment.
That's right. It says, verse 10, "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation."
Which is his righteous anger.
That's right.
You see, those are those ICBM nuclear missiles. Go ahead.
It says, "He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone."
Yeah, exactly. When it says tormented, it means what it means. It's not gonna be a quick, nuclear wind, lights out. No, you're gonna be tormented. And I always like to bring this example out in the movie because we know that Yahweh Shema Shai is controlling all things. You see, you have the movie Sarah Connor. Terminator 2.
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day, the water, bro. With Sarah Connor, when she was seeing the vision, what was happening? Everything was slowed down.
Mhm.
In the movie,
That's
you know,
right.
to show you how that's how you're actually going to be burnt up. The Lord is going to slow down time. You see,
That's right.
for that moment.
That's
That
right.
was the Lord, because the Most High's incorruptible spirit is in all things.
That's right.
You can pull, listen to a song. That's a good title right there. Because the Lord is in all things.
That's right.
But you just have the eyes to see these things.
That's right. It says, "With fire and brimstone
Mm-hmm.
in the presence of the holy angels."
And you read this so pretty and things talking about hell, but no, this is when it said in the presence of the holy angels. Keep reading, bro.
It says, "In the presence of the Lamb."
This is when Yahweh Shai would come back. At the height of World War III, when the nuclear missiles are being shot off,
That's right.
he would gather his elect from the
Okay.
four winds of the earth, and all those who bow down to the image. He ain't gonna be with them in the fire. He ain't gonna deliver them out of the fire like he did Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
That's right.
You're gonna be taken and destroyed.
That's right. And like you say, you see in a movie, Terminator Judgment Day, because I remember watching that constantly as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Connor, before that final wave came and blasted her skin off, she was burning. Her skin was like literally melting off her body, man.
Hold on to the fence.
Yeah, holding on to the fence, man. So this is what the Lord is gonna do to our people, man. The Lord is warning you. That's crazy because the Lord is beautiful. Because the Lord is even warning you in movies how He's gonna do these people, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying like, look, this is an increment of what was gonna happen if you worship the beast, man. If you take that chip, if you bow down to this system, man.
That's right.
And you don't come back unto Him, man.
And all these movies show America being destroyed.
That's right.
All these movies, even anime show a nuclear bomb going off. Like
Yeah.
it's everywhere. The Lord is making it plain. He's making it plain right in front of your face, but you refuse to believe.
That's right. That's right.
Let's close on that Revelations 3 and 10.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience."
Which is this truth. Scripture talk about blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments. Hey, we got endurance to the end. You see, this garment represents this truth, this righteousness that Yahweh Shema Shai has presented us with. We are supposed to walk they're in with faith. You see?
That's right.
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation,
Go ahead.
which shall come upon all the world.
Exactly. So this hour of temptation isn't just gonna be here in America. You know, this is gonna come upon the whole world. You know, that's why during these vaccines trials, you know, during these when they're sent out the vaccine, you have countries like Africa, you know, leaders saying, "Oh, make sure you send those over here to the poorer countries who can't afford to make them." You know, and me and the brother was talking. You know, they're talking about they have 600 million of them, but here it is. You make 600 million, but then you still gotta wait to get it approved. You know, that tells you that they already had them ready to go.
That's right.
You know, they already had them ready to go. You wouldn't make 600 million of anything and then not worry about, you know, using them.
That's right. That's right.
You know, yeah, that shows you this thing has always been planned. You know, it's been in the works for a while now. We know the last couple of years the flu's been rampant. You know, so well the flu's been, you know, might as well make it a super flu.
Yes, sir.
You know,
That's
send
right.
something else out. You know, get people scared. You know, you see all chaos and anarchy is about to break out across four corners of the earth. But those with this knowledge and truth, the Lord is going to preserve us. He's going to keep us.
That's right.
That's what the scripture talk about. We're the salt of the earth. You see?
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
It reads on, to try them that dwell upon the earth.
You know, and you have a fitness trainer. You know, he knows he knows that you have great potential. You know,
That's right.
and he might push you. You know, hold that squat for 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. Counting down 5 more seconds. A minute going by. You know, you done did it for a minute. You know, you thought you couldn't make the 30 seconds.
That's right.
You know, so Yahweh Shema Shah, he knows our full potential. He's not gonna put anything on us that we can't handle. You
That's
know,
right.
at the end of the day, he's gonna put the spirit on us to endure these things.
That's right. Lord said he trieth the righteous, but matter of fact, I'll read that. We can have that one.
Okay, come on. That was on that.
Yeah.
This is Psalms chapter let's see here. This is Psalms chapter 11 verse let's see.
7.
Yep. Yeah, you already know where it's at, bro. Yeah, this is Psalms. It's like I'm trying to. Yep, there it is. It's Psalms 11 and 7, and it reads. It says, "For the righteous, the Lord loveth." It's like for the righteous, Yahweh will love the righteousness. His countenance do uphold the upright. Matter of fact, it's verse 5, bro. That's what
Okay.
Yeah, but still, the Lord loveth the righteous, man. You know, he's gonna uphold the righteous, man. It says, verse 5, it says, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai trieth the righteous.
Yeah, yep.
But the wicked and him who loveth violence, his soul hateth. Upon the wicked shall he rain snares, fire, and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. You know, so that's gonna be the portion of the cup, the thermonuclear missiles that brothers was just talking about, man. You know, but the Lord tries; He's gonna test the righteous. But those that want to be wicked, 2/3 of our people, and of course Esau eating the other nations, they're gonna be destroyed, man. You know?
That's right. They wanted a piece of the pie. You know, from Esau, that's their portion.
That's
you
right.
know, we trying to get the whole pie.
That's right.
You know, the whole earth.
That's right. That's right.
kind of. You want?
Yeah, I'll close it out, bro.
Okay,
You know, so with that, hopefully this was edifying to the elected nation of Israel. I give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Karkadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well and taught us the truth according to the Bible. And shalom to all the brothers out there that the folk of the earth pushing His word in righteousness and sincerity. To the elect, we say shalom.
Shalom.